So, I just wanted to make a quick rant or advice, whatever you guys want to call it, because a lot of people in my life are going through things with their boyfriend, their girlfriend, their ex, their, some potential like relationship or whatever. And, it's just a lot of this. The grass is not always greener on the other side. And then one of the people that I'm speaking to right now just told me that they broke up with their girlfriend and they just wish that she could be your best friend. And I'm like, well, sometimes if you truly love the person deeply, like, it's very hard to just be friends with the person, especially their best friend, because you're madly in love with them. I mean, when me and Lex broke up, like, it was nearly impossible for me to be a friend to her because I wanted more than that. You feel me? So just, it's, to me, I very, very much value honesty in my relationships. I feel like if there's something going on with me personally, if I'm open with it with Lex, she'll understand. At least it's not like an elephant in the room. I'm not really keeping anything from her. So if I suddenly have mood swings, it's not like, what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I know you're going through some things, so, let's talk about it. Or I know you're going through some things, but don't take it out on me. Or, at least you have a better understanding of what's going on in that person's life, right? So that's kind of some advice that I'm giving to somebody. The other thing is just like, nobody's gonna be perfect. You feel me? So if you truly want to be with somebody, like, you have to accept that nobody's gonna be perfect, and you can't change everything about a person. Now, if you're the type of person that just trying to bring the better, or trying to put the person in a better position in their own lives and be a better person in their own lives, then that's different. But you can't force somebody to understand something. Like, they're either going to be receptive of the information, or it's going to go in one ear and out the other ear. So now you're in a situation where you just keep repeating yourself, and even though you're trying to help somebody, like, you can't force somebody to help themselves. Time and time you'll meet people, friends, or just associates, and you're just like, you have so much potential, or you could be so much better as a human being, but you don't care about it yourself. And the sad thing is, you can't make that person care about anything themselves. Like, they have to wake up one day or think about it or ponder on the idea and just like, you know what, I think it's time for me to actually listen to what people are saying, or maybe it's time for me to actually apply the things that I need to apply, to live a better life. And that goes, friendships or relationship partners. It's harder when you're in a relationship because you're in love with this person and you're like, if you could just do this, if you could just be like this, if you could just stop doing this, if you could just buy, and everything will be fine. And the hurtful and the sad truth is, that person, sometimes they just can't do it, or they're not ready to do it, or they don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's that becomes more of a learning experience for you. All my relationships until Lex has been a learning experience. Like, I've learned from everything. I've learned from how they've hurt me. I've learned from the communication issues that we've had. I've learned, just stuff. I've learned that I can't change things from a person unless they want to change it themselves. I've learned, well, obviously nobody's perfect, but when true love is there, like, that person is gonna either come back to you in a better mindset, in a better position, and just as a better human being for you, or you guys are gonna part ways because you've done what you need to do in each other's lives. Like, you know what I'm saying? For the longest time, I felt like it was just my purpose to date people and try to better their own lives, and even though I'm not getting anything out of it, like, that's just my purpose. And I went through that stage for years, and I finally got out of it. I still try to help people from time to time, but at the end of the day, like, I'm not going to keep wasting my time. If you guys ask me for advice, I'm going to give you advice. Even like this stuff right here. I'm not forcing you guys to watch these videos. I put that it is advice at the top of the video. So if you want advice on this subject, then you click on the video and watch it yourselves. But I don't make you guys listen to it. So it's a choice. And that same choice everybody else has. You give them advice, and if you find yourself repeating yourselves 4 or 5 times, it's just like being in a relationship yourself. It's just like, bruh, you know that this bothers me. I told you that it bothers me every time you're doing it. And so for you to continue to do what's bothering me, you're intentionally doing it on purpose. You feel me? So now it's just like, bro, you keep asking me for advice, and I'm telling you the same thing over and over again. At some point in time, I'm going to stop doing it because you guys don't listen, But in a relationship, you got to understand, like, sometimes it's just not meant to work out. And even though your happy ending is, you know, to break up with the person but still want them in your life, like as a friend, even if they were like terrible and treated you wrong, if they deeply loved you, it is very hard to be friends with somebody that you love like that. So I don't know, I'm just rambling. It's a rant, like I said, it's an advice rant. So hopefully you guys learned something from this video. I'm literally at work eating lunch, and I just got out of conversation with somebody, and I just talked to somebody else about this. So this is another unedited video. Please, 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 if you guys are commenting and going through anything, comment below. I will respond to it as always. You guys know where to find me. Real Life with Kia. YouTube, I'm coming back. I'm taking this shit over again. You feel me? You know I'm back up in these beats. So yeah, holla at me.